Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. I'm glad you're back here in the forest with me. Today I wanted to talk about the idea of community and how to build your tribe. And the reason I was thinking about that is I leave tomorrow to go to Tennessee, and it'll be the first time I get to go home since I was sick. Thursday's my birthday, and I get to see my Tennessee family and my friends there because I live in Charlotte. And one of my buddies, my best friend from here, is going to go to Tennessee with me for my birthday weekend, and he's going to get to meet my family and friends and my best friend from high school. And it's fun. He's been to Tennessee before, but it was a long time ago. And this will be the first time we've usually we camp. We love camping in the French Broad River near Asheville. And so we hopped over to Johnson City, Tennessee, where I'm from. But anyway, we're going to spend the whole weekend there. So it made me think about the idea of community, because especially since I was sick, I've really learned to rely on my community. And I heard someone recently use the word tribe, so I was kind of thinking about that. So what is kind of a community? And a community is just kind of a group of people with similar interests. But a tribe is kind of like a closer knit group, people that are around you and support you. And when I was sick, I had a lot of people take care of me, had a lot of people come help me, drive me to doctor's appointments and stuff. So, it was really beneficial. And, I have different kind of tribes actually in Charlotte. I have different groups of friends, and most people do, and this past weekend I went to a birthday party for a different kind of little tribe, but they're all working together in my world to be supportive and stuff through my journey of healing, and we've all just really bonded through that. And so that's kind of what community means to me. So think about that to you. What does community mean to you, and what does your tribe look like? And what are the benefits? Like I say, is it helped me so much to have people I could rely on, and it takes time to build those connections, but I was so thankful to have those people around that came to visit me in the hospital and everything. And and they say studies show that people that have strong tribes and communities, they're healthier, they're happier, they tend to live longer. So I think all of that's really important, to have those people around. So how do we build that tribe? And, I think there are lots of things that make it easier for us. You do have to be proactive. And that's one thing I've learned, as an introvert, it's easy for me to sit at home and not reach out to people. But if I do that, of course, people aren't going to be coming knocking at my door saying, "Hey, Brian, let's go hang out." So you do have to be proactive, and it's also good just to, maybe explore your passions. I love cooking. I love that cast iron stuff. So when, Lodge had a store here in Charlotte, I'd go to those cooking events because it was so much fun. Arts things, festivals, and just build up a little bit of courage, to talk to people. And volunteer work is a really great idea. If there's something you're passionate about, volunteering and meeting other people that have those same interests as well. And then don't forget the power of online communities. And that's one reason I'm doing this, is I want us to build a community of people that are like-minded, that appreciate nature, appreciate life, try to make our lives better, and kind of use just practical lessons around life to make our lives better. And I want that to be a community. Oh, by the way, I did open up the community page. I didn't even know what that was. Ironically, I opened that up yesterday. So there's a community page now that you can post on. So please do. I'd love to hear from you all and what you all think about these kinds of things and any ideas you have of topics. So yeah, let's build a community, and that's really important. I love all that. And then just some of the sort of practical tips of, being proactive. And one thing that's important to me that helps me a lot is using my current network and meeting new people through people, and I've done that a lot, and it's just kind of easier. And talking about being a little bit vulnerable with people, getting to know people. Recently there's been a guy that's kind of been in one of our sort of community. He's been around a bunch, but I've never really gotten to know him well. And recently I've had the opportunity to really hang out with him and get to know him, and it's amazing. I was really surprised at how much we have in common. It's just one of those things where, like, whenever you meet almost like meeting a stranger and you just connect. Like, he wasn't even really an acquaintance. He was just kind of around. and we just bonded, hit it off, and the things like we really shared some deep stuff together, just talked about like our past and our families and stuff. And you know, it was really good. So, you know, but that took some vulnerability, you know, to be able to reach out to someone, to listen to other people, to get to know them and what motivates them and drives them, and then reciprocate, give back, and, you know, help other people feel comfortable and stuff. And so, you know, all of that's important. Just building community, building that tribe. I think it helps us all live better, happier, grateful lives. And so I just wanted to share that with you. And I want to hear your all's thoughts about your tribe and how you've built it. Do you have several tribes? Are you trying to build a new tribe, trying to think of ideas of how to go to, I don't know, churches, or, you know, who knows where people go. Different people go different places based on what their ideas and needs are. So let me know in the comment section. I'd love that. And of course, if you like these kinds of things, if you want to join this community, please like and subscribe, because it also helps YouTube send these videos to other people who might be interested. And of course, as always, I'm grateful for each and every one of you all, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day and weekend, because I'll be in Tennessee. All right, see y'all next week.